Hello guys and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today I decided to make one really, I like that video, but I hope you like it too. It is marriage, don't get married when. So I analyzed a few charts of my clients, I analyzed few celebrities, and I wrote the things that I saw in the chart that creates issues about marriage. Today we're going to discuss the main things which will influence in a bad way the marriage in a chart, and I'll give an example with the marriage of Kim Kardashian. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, this channel is about Vedic astrology, spiritual coaching, astrology coaching, and this channel will help you make your dreams come true and learn more about yourself, of course. So if you like it, please subscribe, and new videos are coming every week. Okay, so now I wrote all the significers. Oh, what is the English word? All the things that I think they will influence in a bad way your marriage. First, let's start with that everything depends on your natal chart. This is the most important thing. Your natal chart, the strength of your planets, and the planetary periods, the dashas. So just keep this in mind, that everything depends on your chart, your navamsha, and of course birth chart, your navamsha, and all other charts related to marriage and love. There are yogas for love, and so everything depends on your chart and the strength of your planets. Of course, there are a few things that always, according to my experience, creates issues. The first thing is retrograde Venus. Don't marry when Venus is retrograde. Okay? I have a video about Venus retrograde for 2021. It will be at the end of the year, December and January 2022. So be careful, don't plan marriage when Venus is retrograde, because this is not the best time to make a contract. Venus rules Libra, the marriage. So when the ruler, the karka of love and marriage, is retrograde, this means there will be obstacles. The other thing is your darakarka. Darakarka is the planet that signifies your spouse, your partner in astrology, in Vedic astrology. Darakarka is the planet with the lowest degrees. So when you check your chart, the planet that is with the lowest degrees is the planet that characterizes your spouse. So when this planet is retrograde, it is not good to get married to. Okay? For example, if it's Jupiter, your darakarka, the planet with the lowest degrees, this means that probably it's not the best time to get married, especially if you're a woman, because Jupiter is significator, is the karka of the spouse in the woman charts. Okay? Sun, of course, cannot be retrograde, Moon cannot be retrograde, so it's okay. Okay. So the other things that you have to look, I have written them. First thing, retrograde Mercury will always create issues with the communications. So be careful when your marriage is during retrograde Mercury, in order not to get quarrels, conflicts, and this can ruin your marriage. Okay, retrograde Mercury is not the best time to get married, because there can be some conflicts and miscommunication. The other things is bad influence over the ascendant or the 7th house. For example, if you have Ketu transiting your 7th house, this can create issues with the marriage. If you have Mars transiting in your 7th house and it is not well placed in your charts, this can create issues. Saturn transiting your 7th house can create issues, delays, obstacles, and if especially, and it can give you lessons, heavy lessons. Of course, if Saturn is well placed in your charts, this can give you a really good foundation for the best marriage. Okay, for example, if Saturn is transiting in Aquarius, it is in own sign, and you have strong Saturn in your natal chart, this can give you a good marriage. Okay, Saturn, so especially if you have Ketu transiting in your 7th house, this can create a lot of issues with your marriage, and this is not the best time to arrange marriage. Okay, as I told you, Jupiter, when Jupiter is retrograde, this can create issues. If the Lord of the 7th house is in bad condition, is transiting, for example, in its debilitation sign. For example, you have Libra, your Libra rules your 7th house, and Venus, which is the ruler of the 7th house, is transiting Virgo. This means that the Lord of the marriage, your marriage house, is transiting in the sign of its debilitation. This can create some issues. Of course, it depends on your natal chart. If you are in the planetary period of Venus and you are arranged and you have a marriage during Venus, when Venus is debilitated, this can create issues with your marriage. I hope you understand it. If you have any questions, please write a comment. I'm going to reply. No problem. The other thing is, don't get married when you have Saturn return. Especially, if you have Saturn return, this is not the best period to get married, because after your Saturn return finish, your world can change and maybe you will not be happy anymore in your marriage. You can wait a little bit. Wait till your Saturn return is over, and then you can get married. I repeat again, everything depends on your chart. Please keep this in mind. I wrote some nakshatras. These are the constellations. Every day the moon is in different constellation, in different nakshatra, and there are some nakshatras that are good for marriage and that are not good for marriage. Not good for marriage are Brani. So when the moon is transiting Brani, Kritika, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pusha, Ashlisha, Purva Falguni, Vishaka, Danishta, Purva Ashada, Shravana, Purva Bhadrapada, Shata Bishak, these are not the best time to get married. Okay? I hope I didn't miss anything. If you have questions, please write below and I'm going to reply. And now I'm going to give you, this is the interesting part, now I'm going to give you the example with Kim Kardashian. You see now the chart of Kim Kardashian. She got married. Let me open my computer. She got married on 20th of August 2011 for Chris Humphrey. Okay? Just a second to open it because I cannot find it. Okay. She got married. First, to explain what is this circle. In the middle, in the smaller circle, you see the birth charts. So you see the birth planets. You see the planets that are from the birth chart. In the big circle with the arrows, you see the planets that are transiting. So these are the transiting planets. The planets that are transiting over the houses of her birth chart. Okay? So, this is the time, 20th August 2011, when Kim Kardashian married Chris Humphries, and after 3 months, she filed for divorce. So what do you see here? First of all, as I told you, you see Rahu. This is one of check the arrows. The arrows. Rahu is transiting over the ascendant, and below you see Ketu. Ketu is transiting the 7th house. As I told you, don't get married when Ketu is transiting your 7th house. Kim Kardashian is Scorpio ascendant with 7th house ruled by Taurus. So Ketu is in the 7th house. Don't get married when the Ketu is in the 7th house. I told you. The other thing, Saturn Return. As you can see, the arrow next to number 6 shows Saturn. And below, you see Saturn and Jupiter. This means that Kim Kardashian, during this period, is in her Saturn Return. Don't get married when Saturn returns. You can change your desires after that. The other things, Mercury is retrograde. As I told you, retrograde Mercury creates issues, arguments. And what is the other things? See the moon. On the right you see the charts and you see moon. The arrow there shows the name Brani. Brani, as I told you, is the nakshatra of that it's not good for marriage. So you see, with this marriage that lasted 3 months, no, the happy marriage was 3 months, and then she filed for divorce, which took 1 year, I think, or more. During this time, you see so many significators that the marriage will not last. Okay? I think this video is very interesting. I like it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. New videos are coming every week. Thank you for watching.